Alright, we are back. The game DC'd me because they don't want me to tell you what works and what doesn't against Abyss. Anyway, Abyss is coming this Friday. Everlasting Gale's coming back. Sublime Oogis are coming. They're Dark Sublimes. They're new. They come in 4 different variants. Sword and Twin. Odachi and Axe. Wand and Staff and Bow and Spear. 4 different kinds. Good luck. They are 10 hits and they are darkness. They're probably going to be like slice, pierce, and impact depending on your weapon type. We don't know until later. But they hit 10 times. They're very strong. Look, I'll be on the lookout. Cool. Okay, so we were talking about what Vanguards may or not be good against Abyss. And the main thing about this, so what very quickly, Venus, yes. Siegfried, no. Valkyrie, maybe. Azura, I suppose, if you use the mountain. Kira, no. Orihime, no. Miyamoto, no. Dark Miyamoto, no. 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 Maybe if you throw water things at him. She's the right type. Himiko, no. Kintoki, no. Idol Kintoki, probably, if you have nothing better. She has mountain. And she's the right typing. Genai, no. Izuna, no. Izuna, no. We cannot Izuna skip this dungeon. Shootin' Doji, no. Oda Nobunaga, yes. Incognito, maybe. Fluent in her, she could work. If you got her, you know her better than I do. Hideyoshi, no. Katsui, no. Lancelot, yes. Gawain, maybe if you just spam Holy and just go Bellinus, 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 Chiami, full crit build and just try to live. She can do good Holy damage. Absolutely. Tristan, yes. Bring Tristan. If you have nothing better, bring Tristan, for God's sakes. Bring some buffs. Use flight. Use wind. She can do stuff. Be useful, please. Be helpful. Kenshin, no. Shingen, I don't know. Sanzo, if you use her, you know better than I do. Ho-Oh, I don't know. Again, if you use Ho-Oh, you'll know better than I do. Monojaku, wrong typing. No. 699, I don't know. So, this is remember before we crashed. Riku Learner Light. Absolutely. Very powerful. People brought her last time I fought. If you use her Oogis, this is right before I crashed, we caught ourselves up. You have, not Proto Detonator, you have Annihilation Maneuvers. It's Slice and Mountain. This thing hits like 10 times, hits like a truck, full iframes, you just spin dash your way into them. You pretend you're like Link from the Wind Waker and you go, rah! And you just spin the shit out into Abyss. And it's really good for traveling too. Like if Abyss is teleporting, he's doing a lot of like his big stop explosion attack. You can use Annihilation Maneuvers from like mid-range to like approach him in full invincibility and then just start beating the shit out of him using a combination of Suppression Arts and Annihilation Maneuver. Riku, very good. She's the right typing and the right element. Fantastic pick. Sugamo is strong to SL. What does Sugamo have that can be used against Abyss? Sugamo has Triple Aegis, which is a one-time buff with a 3-minute cooldown. 3 minutes, is it? And it's affected by cooldown time. You can use it like twice. You'll get 3 parts of immunity. You cannot get hit for. You get 3 protections basically. Sugamo has a shit ton of pierce element that you could use. She does have fire, pierce. You cannot use Blue Moon Falling, which is horrible, which is her whole kit. But if you really wanted to, actually I do not recommend this at all. Because Sugamo is going to have Gatling Vision, which is a lot. It's 100% pierce. It hits like 100 times. But if you use this attack, you're going to crash your whole party. Do not do this. You're better off going in naked with no mags and standing in a corner and playing with the roaches that hang around in the corners of the dungeons than you would be using Gatling Vision in a party. You will crash your whole team. Do not do that. Absolutely not. I do not recommend it. Mage Shizuka, I don't even know what type she is. She is weak to SL. Perfect. I don't have to talk about it. Butler Moroku is strong to SL. Butler Moroku does have Pierce and Water. If you're someone who has 10 scrolls of Butler Moroku, you'll know better than I do. I have no experience with him. That's going to be your call. Maida Toshi. If you have Maida Toshi, and this is not Inichio, Maida Toshi. If you have Maida Toshi, bring Maida Toshi. Okay? Maida Toshi, good. She's very, very, very powerful. She is the right typing. Her wind and pierce is insane. If you get her buffs going, this thing is a monster. 10 out of 10 Vanguard, best matchup. She carried the shit out of us when Abyss first came around. Pt2, PogChamp Queen. Absolutely. Inuchio Broken Seal, don't even touch her. She's the wrong type. She's 100% lightning and like maybe dark. I don't know, but she's just not made for Abyss. But Toshi, absolutely. Meta Kagia. Meta Kagia, don't let it fool you. Kagia might be weak to SL on paper. However, Kagia has... I mean, I would too. Karma, I don't blame you. I would do the same. Inuchio's titties, her figure is perfect. Is anybody going for the recipe for the PURG? I don't think so. Some people might be, not me. I have to look at the mags. If the mag is worth getting, I might go that far. But I to answer your question, I'm not too sure who's going for it. Only the people that are actually going for it know the answer to that question. Me and my circle of friends, I don't think many people are going to go for it unless they do it for the memes. I do know that Lyra had a lot of problems switching to Inuchio a while ago, but then recently he said that it works fine for him now. But Kagia is the wrong typing. However, Keiji's elements save her here. Kagia having mountain, Kagia having wind, Kagia having iframes, and Kagia having the ability to turn into Koga, the mount form, is the saving grace. Oh, you get stopped? Turn into Koga, full heal. Oh, you get caught in Everlasting Gale? Koga. Like, Keiji's literally your Vanguard, like, role. You go in, you draw aggro for the boss, although it is rumored that Abyss doesn't care who draw aggros. Abyss will change aggro and just, like, teleport behind you. He will go, nothing personal, kid, and just kill you. So be cautious of that. If that is the case, where he just switches aggro randomly, for those who are going to be first aid filling, we might as well wait for them to fill up. It won't just be like go in with Keiji's and then go from there. The third scroll of Kagia is Wind. Mountain is the last scroll. So basically, if you want Kagia to be useful in this fight, you're going to need at least 2 scrolls, preferably 4 or 5. With 2 scrolls, you can at least turn into a mount and, you know, kite and do attacks and, you know, live. Personally, I would recommend, like, depending on how the match goes or the battles go, even on Kagia, I would recommend wearing Chiami. Because you're going to get hit. You're going to get stopped. When you get stopped, your healers get stopped. People can't hit Res Potion. People can't hit Hyper Potion when everybody gets stopped. You know, you want to get that healing in when you can. I will probably end up running my double Mountain Chiami with Honda. That's probably how I'm going to go about this. I'm going to wear... probably just going to wear 2 Kota Noahs and a Mountain Chiami, and that's going to be it. I'm pretty sure. It's up to you, though. Kagia, absolute really good pick. Shikibu is uncharted territory. I do not believe that Shikibu has ever been used against Abyss. I don't think she has many good options. She is the right type. Shikibu is only bad to Beast. The only thing I can think of is that Shikibu uses Ice and Dark. Like, it's not the right type. There is Earth and Fury, which is Ice and Mountain, so I don't recommend it. Like, if you have Shikibu and nothing else, you can give it a try, but I don't fully recommend it. She does have her butterflies. I thought they were holy. They're not. The Hell Butterflies are... she does not have holy at all. She's just Ice and Dark, so Shikibu, not an option, really. Battle Maiden Shizuka is... I'm either going to be really... Fuck, she's weak to SL. Damn it! Damn it! Ah, I would have loved it. Fuck. Oh! Why? Why? How can she and Kagia both be weak to SL? Because if Abyss was, like, as weak to Pierce as he's supposed to be, Shizuka could have been like, ramp up that damage meter because I'm going to start shooting. Pew, 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 pew. Oh, man. Like, because you could just go in 100% Pierce and just beat the ever-living... I want to try it once. I want to try it once, but she's the wrong typing, unfortunately. Oh! So much I want to use Battle Maiden Shizuka. Like, this event was 100% Battle Maiden Shizuka. But, oh, that's rough. Oh, fuck. I would have loved it. Alright, there's your Abyss Queen right there, Honda Tadakatsu. She's going to completely carry. I will use Honda. Like, I cannot wait to use Honda to beat the ever-living shit out of Abyss. He has had it coming for way too long. Oh my god, Honda, like, she's good to SL. She's got Mountain and Pierce. She was made for this. You're going to go Raiden, and you're just going to kill him. Like, you guys saw my montage video, like, regular Abyss, she melted him like butter in hell. Like, they melted like a popsicle in hell. Just blah. Like, oh, you put up your big ice wall? I don't give a shit. And I just went right through it. I didn't care. Honda is going to pretty much carry that whole battle. Honda's going to be the absolute abyssal queen. And if KG can draw aggro, you have like 1 or 2 KGs go out early, fight him while Honda's filling up. Honda comes in, bam, 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 beat the ever-living shit out of it. Someone mentioned it last stream. Shiro is also a contender. I do not have Shiro personally, but if you have Shiro, Shiro does have Mountain. Shiro has Mountain, Holy, and Insta Charge, and I believe he is the right type. You have... I don't think that's enough. You're looking at 60 energy a run, so cut your number in half. Shiro's weak to Soul? Is he? Okay. He's probably going to be okay, though, because you do have the mount form advantage. Like, he will be able to do damage. As long as you don't get one shot in Shiro, he should be a fine choice. He should be okay. Because KG's the wrong type, too, and she's okay. I think you'll be fine. Like, you won't be, like, solo carrying with Shiro, but if you do have Shiro, he will be a good asset to bring along with everyone else. I fully agree. I fully think that. I'm not even going to mention Ono no Kamachi. I think she's just lightning, like, she's not going to help. Genbu is dark water, she's not going to help. She does... Well, that's up for debate. That's actually up for debate. So Genbu could be useful? Maybe? You know, I take that back. Genbu's probably pretty damn good. I'm not even gonna... Yeah! I take that back. No cap. Genbu, I'm gonna try Genbu once. Genbu could pull this shit off. She might be surprising. So the only problem I'm seeing here is Genbu is negative 70 lightning, but defensively speaking, Genbu has dark, and like she has dark as an element, so you're getting extra defense from being dark, and she has 70 rain. And then you have all these other stats and whatever, and you get 20% defense upon swapping and 50 wisdom. That's pretty good. But the thing about Genbu, the Mysterious Heavenly Empress, which I've never read before in my life, because that looks pretty cool. The thing about Genbu is that Genbu has, well, these buff attacks. I mean, why can't I read? Oh, I have to read them on the side. So, if I go to Weapon 2, which is Almighty Splash, this is the swimsuit attack. This is one of the strongest swimsuit moves in the entire game. It is like, I want to say like 5 to 10 hits of rain and impact. And it's very powerful. And it increases your drop rate, which is like the main purpose of it. But if we look at that, like you have Tortoise Trample, which is water and impact. That's fine. It is a rain attack. She's okay. She's a Rain Vanguard. She's okay. What is Coffin? Is Coffin dark and water? Like the majority of her kit is dark and water. So those moves are going to be bad. But she does have Tortoise Tackle, which is rain and impact. But you also have Almighty Splash. Where is Almighty Splash? Oh, it's right there. This is the swimsuit attack. If you have the swimsuit for Genbu, you can use Almighty Splash, a very, very powerful attack, increases drop rate, money, all that stuff. Is Genbu the strongest Rain Vanguard? No. Genbu competes with, well, Genbu, Lancelot, Venus, Genbu, I'd say Genbu, Lancelot, and Venus are the strongest. And then there's also Murakumo, who I am not familiar with. I do not know much about Murakumo the Third. That is the pirate girl. She is fire and water. I'm not very fluent with her. I don't know many people that use her, so she's kind of a wild card, whether she'll be useful or not. The thing is, Abyss resists fire, Abyss resists resists lightning, and Abyss resists ice. So anything that kind of touches those other elements, it's kind of like, eh. We don't want to touch that. But the main thing I want to bring up is Glimmering Aura. Or is it Dream Residue? It's one of the two. Dream Residue is a buff that you get with 5-scroll Genbu, okay? This is where it's at. So Dream Residue, basically 30 seconds, it changes all of your impact to non-element. Non-element cannot be resisted. This is what makes Honda so powerful, is that it makes her cannons attack while she attacks in attack mode, and those attacks are non-element. That's why Honda just shits out damage caps. It's because of the non-elemental shift. Genbu can use Dream Residue, and then for 30 seconds, the impact on your Almighty Splash attack is going to change into non-element, and she's going to start shitting out damage numbers. She's going to start doing 6, 8, maybe even damage cap if you're built correctly on enemies. She is insanely strong. And you also have the Ogi Tortoise Tsunami, which you can use as an iframe technique to basically get out of jail free card, but that non-elemental advantage also transfers to Tortoise Tsunami, and you can use it to damage Abyss as well. But that will eat your Genbu meter, whereas Almighty Splash does not, because it is a cool DLC attack, essentially. A swimsuit attack. I don't think it really takes the meter or not. I'm not 100% sure. No, it does deplete 5 energy. Okay, it does, yeah. Hey Rick, is Onigiri even good? It's just cash grab from Cyberstep, isn't it? I tried it on the Switch and PC, but everything worth having was being, I gotta get my chat up, because I appreciate the comment, it's very long, but I can't see it all without going to the stream myself. Give me 1 sec there, bud. Well, having played Oni for like 8 or 9 years now, I will say that yes, Onigiri is good. When Onigiri started, there was very little content locked behind the gacha wall. It's only been in the past 6, let's say 5 years, that gacha stuff has been really, really essential. The core game is great. You can play the story without any of that stuff. You can do a lot of it. That's basically like, if you like the game, and most of us at this point, we all love the game, we enjoy it, it's what we do. That's why we spend, because if nobody spends and the game dies, that's true for everything. At its core, yes, Onigiri is a good game. You can start the game and have fun playing through the story, using the attacks, finding a weapon, building yourself up, getting good, taking part of events. It is fun. If it's something you enjoy to do, you like a grindy RPG kind of game, yeah, it's great. It's a great game. Absolutely. If it wasn't great, I wouldn't be making videos on it. Absolutely. I enjoy it. I recommend you try it out. You said you did try it out. A lot of stuff is, hidden behind the gacha. That's just the nature of these games at this point. It's kind of commonplace. It's not the worst gacha ever. It's not as predatory as other games, by far. And the main thing about Oni is that your character, like how you build yourself, determines how good anything else you get is. Like, if you have a shit build and you dropped like $10,000 into the game, like, as long as you didn't know what you were doing, you wouldn't have any real advantage unless you had mounts or stuff that could carry you. The point being is that, like, the knowledge and experience you gain on building your character is much more valuable than anything you can get in the Nian. It complements it. Yes, it can carry you. Yes, it can make you. It can take you through a lot of sticky situations and make the game a lot easier for you. But at the end of the day, it's a combination of the two. It is the Oni part, and it is like you as a character, and then it is what you get alongside. You know, and it really, the game rewards doing your research, knowing what you're doing, trying to make the right build, try to just be universally good, and just knowing the game's mechanics, knowing what's good, like having a staff, having your stats built correctly, you know, having your preferred weapon type, play what you like, you know. If you're going to play the game for thousands on thousands of hours, you might as well enjoy what you're doing. If you don't enjoy it, then why go to such lengths? But yeah, Onigiri is a good game. It's fun. Community is, you know, everybody that plays Oni right now, they all love the game. They're all here because they want to be here. It's not because of it's new or because their friend plays it. Like, everybody that plays is here because they want to play it. Everyone that plays Oni is, you know, they're Oni people. So the community is a bunch of good people. They're all the people that stuck with it. They know what they're doing. If someone has the time, you can always ask someone a question. Say, hey, what would you do? What do you think about this? And they'll probably have a good answer for you. Yeah, Oni's good. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff locked behind gacha and stuff, but at the same time, the game is nothing. You can't say Oni is not generous with how many events gave us some of the most powerful techniques in the game. If you want to be good at Oni, literally all you have to do, number one thing, log in every day, use your energy in a productive way, and, you know, just try to get advantages when you can. Take advantage of everything. They will put out events that reward you. Just log in, get stuff, do whatever, and you'll be thankful for it. Absolutely. So yeah, so 5-scroll Genbu will be good because you can use Almighty Splash. Like, I want to try her once, because if you can turn your attacks to non-element and use rain and use a rain build that's not negative lightning, not negative fire, not negative dark or negative. Basically, you don't want to be negative fire, ice, or dark, or lightning. As long as you're not negative to those 4 elements, you'll be fine. So, like, if you had, like, 2 Kotanoas, you're already protecting yourself against fire and ice. And then if you had, like, let's say a Dullahan Mag, which was ice, which would be dark and lightning, you'd be, like, fully covered element-wise, and you'd be fine. You could element the crap out of something like that. It could be an interesting build. Or just, like, let's say 2 Kotanoas and a Chiami with the right element that you need. That would be a pretty good build as well. But I think 5-scroll Genbu will work. Honda will work at, like, let's say, Honda could work at 1 scroll, but I'd say 2 scroll or higher Honda, 2 scrolls or higher Honda will work with Raiden. That's all you really need. Let's talk about Wolf King Kagia really quick. She's strong to SL, but all her attacks are dark and fire, so I do not recommend her. My throat is getting dry. Wildcat Momotaro, dark and lightning. I don't recommend him for this. Lunastasia is neutral, but I still don't recommend her for this. She might have some mountain, she might have some holy, but let's not kid ourselves. Ivus, dark and fire, don't recommend it. Asuka, I don't know much about her. She is strong to SL, but I'm pretty sure her attacks are fire and lightning or something. And Chihiro, like, same stuff. I don't know anything about her. Finally, if you have Tohoku Zunko, she's neutral, but her Mochi Mochi Des she should beat the shit out of this guy. She's holy and wind. If you have Zunko and you have good scrolls on her, I know she's a good candidate for scraps as well, guys, by the way. Like, it's because you can't get her anymore. The only way to get more scrolls on her is to use Articles of Awakening. So that's a little reminder there. Zunko would, if you do have Zunko, she'll probably beat the shit out of him. With the amount of hits you do, holy and wind, she'll be great. Akane is neutral, but Akane is fire, wind. Yeah, she's fire, wind. I don't recommend it. She doesn't have any full wind attacks. I don't recommend it. Summer Akane is not the right type. I think she's wind and water. I'm not 100% sure, but if you do have her, yeah, wind and water, she should be okay, I guess. If the majority of her attacks are water and wind, then Summer Akane should be fine. Oh yeah, like, if they brought Zunko back for a month, like, people would buy the shit out of her. If they brought Zunko, Kiratin, and Idako back, Cyberstep would make, like, $4 grand. Like, easy. Just boom. Like, in an instant, they would absolutely. So yeah, so lots of options for Vanguards. Like, ultimately, Honda's going to be the best. Keiji's right up next to her. Genbu is a good option. Pt2 is up there, probably third best. Second best, probably, not counting Keiji. Shiro's probably going to be useful. Yeah, that's Idako, the White Fox girl. Venus could be okay. Lots of options, you know. Even Tristan could be helpful, so, you know, consider your options. Bring a first aid staff. Do what you got to do. Make your 25 runs as fun as possible, effective as possible. Work as a team. Mounts. I'm not too fluent on the type chart for what mount types are effective on each other. I think it's like Beast, Monster, and SL are in the triangle, and then S is like by itself. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure. Back in the day, like, Fujin kind of beat the shit out of him. I think. I can't remember. Ifrit does have his rock. We used to use, like, mounts just do, like, general damage. Basically, in this fight, you would only bring a mount if you got hit out of Vanguard and you're shit out of luck. You just go hit some. You go into a corner, summon mount, and use your stamina to the best of your ability. Ifrit can throw rocks at him, do 2 damage caps at a time. Raijin and Fujin have their, like, big laser beam attack. It's okay. Madana, what's his name? Hound Dog. I'm not too fluent on Hound Dog. He might be okay. I mean, using your mount's better than nothing. Mighty Bind does have Mountain, and he's really strong. He might be okay as well. Makami's probably not a good choice. Makami's more of a dungeon cleary kind of guy. Brownie's OP as fuck, but I think he's too strong for this, so we're going to ignore him for now. Leviathan is very good against this. They're both SL, so it's neutral, but as I mentioned in the last stream, if you use her attack Oradio, it will track Abyss while he's teleporting around, and you can just, like, water, 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 tornado, water, tornado, water, tornado, water, tornado, water, tornado. And it works really, really, really well. You'll do, like, you'll pump out some 20 mils overall. A bunch of, like, 4 mil damage. Like, 4 mil ticks, like, times 5, I think. And it hits him while he's teleporting, so it is really good. If you need, if Abyss is down to like 10% or something, you bring out your mount. You're immune to some damage. You just pump out as many numbers as you can for a while. Yeah. So mounts. Don't forget about mounts when you get hit out. They're very useful. Depending on how the runs go, I do recommend, you know, bringing with yourself, you know, whatever you do best. So either like a good mountain weapon, a good wind weapon, a holy weapon, whatever you can fit in your first 2 slots, something that you're going to work with. Then you're going to want a staff in 4th slot, preferably a first aid staff, because if you do get hit out, it doesn't mean game over. Your teammates can take aggro while you fill up and rejoin the fray. And you can also bring a bow for that exact reason. Bow fill up is riskier. It makes you eat prayer crystals, but it is faster. And you could probably hope, if your Vanguard is the right type that is good against SL, you should be able to, like, supercharge them back up with a bow if you can just get some pot shots on Abyss while he's not looking at you. That is an option as well. So I'm probably going to go into battle with I want to say my Gakuho? My Uryu? Not Uryu. I'm going to go into battle with my Horyu. My Whirlwind Thrust, Warlog Rumble Sublime, Horyu, Foe Hammerhorn. And I'm probably going to have my... It depends what does more damage, to be honest, because I did use Wind before in a Grace, and it was okay. So with the 133, it should be a lot better. Yes, the Uryu Mega Wave would be very strong as well. Yep, that's a good callback, yep. In the same time, the Internal Winds Magatama is a really good counter pick. It's a good thing to bring. The only problem is that I believe you're negative lightning and ice, so offensively it's a really good option, but defensively it depends how much damage you end up taking overall with those mags. Where is that anyway? I think I can just sort by chakra and it would bring it up, maybe. Yeah. Magatama of Incredible Winds, I believe. Yeah, you get 60 wind, negative 40 ice, negative 40 lightning, and plus 40 mountain. So you would take more damage from his ice, from his lightning. So what you got to watch out for. It's a double-edged sword, but you do get more damage the other way. Alternatively, if you wanted to approach this using Holy, the Frozen Hell Mag might be your best bet, because the Frozen Hell's negatives is negative fire and negative mountain. He's not going to hit you with mountain. You have to watch out for the fire, but it will give you the most holy you can, and it will give you a good ice resistance. So it is kind of good defensively. Frozen Hell, like, you got to watch out for the fire, obviously, but it is good for giving you that ice defense, and it is good for powering up your holy. Like if you were going in there with Judgment Cross or something like that. I can't wait to see how much damage Judgment Cross is going to do to him, to be honest. Like I'm probably going to go in there with the with my Gakuho weapon and my with either my Lucifer PURG or my Tensho PURG. Tensho PURG is negatives are wind or water and dark, so it's hard to say. And then the Lucifer is negative dark and negative mountain, so both are good options. The only thing about if I go with Kodonoha Mags, the Tensho might be better because the fire will carry to the multiplier. Are Soaring Peak a good option? Maybe. I do not use them often. What are they called? Are they just called Soaring Peak, or do they have like a fancy name? Soaring Peak Spear. I didn't even ornament this. What the hell? There is a Soaring Peak. Hold up. What do I got on this? Triple crit, as I should. Beautiful mag. Okay. Let me see what's on this. It is plus mountain and negative wind. Absolutely, absolutely use Soaring Peak. The only thing about it is that if you are using like the Gakuho Puragogi, if that's going to be your big coup de grace, your big emergency weapon here, like your big ace in the hole, do note that you're getting negative wind on that. But yeah, like if your approach is to use mountain on Abyss, yeah, Soaring Peaks are fine. Absolutely. I mean, even if you use the Gakuho Ogi, it's probably still going to beat ass. It's still probably going to be really good. So Soaring Peaks, yeah, they're going to be good. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that at all. Me, myself, my build's probably going to be 2 Redux, a Chiami with double mountain on it, and then my... starts with an S. It's like the best mag ever. What is it called? Fuck. I can't think of it. It's it's not a Cielo, it's not a Redux, it's S. Senryu Magatama. I'm gonna wear Senryu, Chiami, and then 2 Redux. That's generally my build for most things. Is that it there? No, it should be a 42 chakra Chiami. That's what I get to wear at 140. That's 39, I think. There it is right there, 39. I have this one, it's got Heavenly Shield and Mushu Fushu. It's got 50 mountain on it. So it's basically a Soaring Peak without the defense, no negatives, and it gets me that healing factor to get me healthy. And then in an Oni mode, I keep dropping my controller, oh my god. And then in an Oni mode perspective, I would swap out the Chiami with either an Eternal Winds Magatama or maybe Soaring Peak. But I will tend to be using... I'll actually be using Wind more so than Mountain myself. So, like, the only reason I would go into it with Mountain, per se, is because I want to use Honda. Like, the attack bonuses from Soaring Peaks, or from Konoha Redux, is really, really, really good. And the defense is really good. But it's the Wind. Like, if I were to go into Oni mode, I'd just wear, like, 3 Redux and just go Wind. I would definitely triple Redux and just Wind Element. Yeah. The defense, the attack, I think it would be the best bet. It all comes down to what does more damage. If, like, Holy from Judgment Cross, like, actually, like, busts ass, then you go the Frozen Hell Mag route. Like, 2 Redux and a Frozen Hell. Because that covers your fire weakness as well, while maintaining the amount of Holy you have, so that's pretty good. That's probably going to be my approach to it. I don't really know if there's a real need to do Abyss mode at all, because I just need treasures. But it depends. Like, for me, it's literally like a Groundhog Day of, like, what the mag do? Depending on how many runs I'm going to do. Because if the mag's garbage, like, if Dullahan mag is, like, better, then I'm just going to... Like, if this ends up just being, like, a punishment for Dark, I'll probably pass. I have CLO, I don't need that stuff. It really, to me, it depends what the mag does, how many runs I'm going to do, whether or not Oni mode's even worth doing. You know how it is. But unless they were to redux that weapon recipe, I couldn't see myself going for it. Especially with these headless Magatamas and stuff that came out. But yeah, it's pretty much Everlasting Gale, the event. Get your Sublimes, get your Everlasting Gale. Yeah, get yourself your free breadsticks. Absolutely. I haven't done my Sasuke's for the day, so I'm going to do them. Pretty much, like, so how do you guys, how have you guys been going about this event? For me, I log in, I do my dailies, and then I, like, log off. That's pretty much how it's been going. Look at these big-ass numbers. World Cleaver is a hell of a drug. Is she iframed? No. 19.5. Fuck yeah. Yeah. That's not bad. I've been doing like 30 or so every now and again. That's pretty good. Like, I see a lot of like 35s lately. Like, I'll just miss and shit. So that was good to see. Oh, my hands are sticky. I don't know why. Man, they messed up my order at Wendy's today. Bunch of, like, probably new kids just working for the summer. Me and my friend and his brother all went down. And we were playing Pokemon Go, going around town, catching legendaries and stuff. We went to Wendy's and they gave us the wrong bag. Like, I ordered a Baconator combo and my buddy ordered like a Dave singles or whatever. And then by the time we had got back to eat, he was halfway through his burger. Like, I ate my fries before my burger, and he ate his burger before his fries, and he was just eating a Baconator. He didn't even realize it. Then I got my burger, and I'm like, my burger looks so small. I'm like, what's going on with this? And I'm like, this isn't my burger. And then my friend's brother is like, oh, they must have put it in the wrong bag. He was like eating. He's like, I didn't even think about it. He's like, how much do I owe you? I'm like, don't worry about it. I was like, you were driving us around town to catch Pokemon. Don't worry about it. Oh, she got hit by the login screen. She DC'd. Fuck, I didn't get the picture. Ah, damn. Sasuke DC'd. Shizuka sent her back to the friggin' login. Come to think of it, I don't think I've ever tried What Ogi do I use before I start doing damage? Let me see the chat real quick. That is the, that's one of the damage cap boosting Ogis. This is World Cleaver. It's the strongest one. World Cleaver, it raises my damage cap by 6.5 million damage. So while it's active, I'm able to go over cap. Your friend said that Abyss PURG was cancelled? I haven't heard anything about that. Like, right now, this is all speculation. Because JPPC already has Abyss PURG. And we generally get what Abyss gets like the next week. So note that this whole video, these past two streams, they are all based on what JP has. So we found out this stuff about JP about a week ago, because they would have got this update last Friday. So today's being Monday, so 4 days ago, 4 or 5. But they would have found out about this like last Wednesday, and last Wednesday or Thursday, and under that assumption, we should be getting this event, the maintenance, Friday into Thursday into Friday. So we'll know if this holds true Thursday into Friday. But yeah, great point. Like, this is all based on what JP gets. Like, based on the trends, whatever JP gets, we get. So it only stands to reason that with us both having the same summer event, we should get the same event as well. But only time will tell. They could change their mind, you know. Things change in this game. Absolutely. But yeah, the Ogi lets, like, basically the Ogi, if it raises the damage cap. It doesn't add damage. It's not like other things, but yeah, that's what it does. It works just like Battle Main Shizuka. But I want to try filling up Shizuka, actually. I never tried Shizuka on this boss. I've only ever done Shikibu and I tried somebody else, I think. I tried Shikibu, and I can't think about who else I use. I know Kagia works. I know Genbu works. Mira uses Genbu. Dark works really well. I'm not too familiar with who I first tried out on her. Because I like to try different Vanguards and stuff. See what works, see what doesn't. I know Battle Maiden works on the other dungeons, like really, really well. Like that Cerberus doesn't hold a candle. But it's one of those dungeons where I myself am stronger. Like, I'm strong enough to do damage in here. So. Right, I don't want to turn into fire, I don't think. I just want to shoot her. So I did 3.5 mil, so let me change into fire, see if that works. I'm weaker with the fire. Okay. That's crazy. I need that fire buff to go away. So I can do like 33 mil. She must be the wrong type. She's all iframe. Can't touch her. 42. She can do it, my god damn. Oh, that's so much more work. Ugh. Well, now I know. Alright. Oh well. Oh well. Now I know. Oh. I'm sitting in a different spot than when I usually stream, and I was able to see the sunset, and I gotta say it was very pretty. So, Yeah, honestly, I hope it's Abyss that's coming, because honestly, this event's kind of abysmal. It's just an energy sink. Everything kind of costs too much energy than what it's worth in the shop. I know most of us are just playing different games. I said in the last stream, like, I'm literally just... I've been playing Shin Megami Tensei 5 on Switch, and I absolutely love it. It's like my first Shin Megami game, and fuck, man. It's great. I put like 66 hours into it. It's really fun. One of my friends, he's like my best friend is like super into those games. Like, he's been playing all of them. He loves it. He knows it in and out. Like, I'm talking to him for like advice and stuff, and he's showing me the ropes. And I remember we were playing one night, and I turned to him and I said, I'm like, this is just like Digimon Cyber Sleuth. And he looked me in the fucking eye and he said, Logan, don't you ever fucking compare Shin Megami Tensei to Digimon ever again. Oh, I'm so... Oh my god. Oh yeah. He gave me the daggers. He's like, oh. Oh, you can see the visible frustration. Oh my god. But I've been playing that and been enjoying it. It was funny. I'm like, I'm having a hard time with this boss, and he's like, well, then why don't you just grind? I'm like, well, grinding takes a while. He's like, do you have the DLC? I'm like, I didn't know there was DLC. He's like, get that DLC right now. And it's like, it spawns monsters that like can auto level you and shit. Like, it's basically like monsters that drop rare candies. I'm like, this is kind of broken. He's like, yeah, so? I'm like, wouldn't that trivialize the game? He's like, you mean become a god? And I'm like, I don't want to trivialize the game. I want to enjoy it for what it's worth. So I decided, like, if I'm going to grind, I might as well just make it fast. He's like, yeah, sure. And then it's like, I enjoy it. It's like, oh, I need to grind money. It's like, okay, we'll make that process faster. Okay, cool. And then once it's done, I shut the cheat off. I like that. Like, it's not a cheat, but it's a DLC. You can shut it off. So it's kind of nice. Like, just like, yeah, just let me expedite my process. And then it gets you these cool DLC characters. And there's this one character, Cleopatra. She's like hot as hell. Oh my god. Like, man, she's just this beautiful character in the game, and like the developers made her magic stat 69. Like, base devs, like they knew, like her attack is called like Frolic, and she literally gets naked and dances on the screen, but it's all blacked out in a silhouette, and it's just this big AoE like debuff attack. It's really cool, and it was really fun. And they got the developer, they made her hit motions like crazy. But it's a lot of fun. I recommend it if you like turn-based RPG games. It's kind of like related to Persona, but it's like way harder. Like, Persona is like the more story-based, like very similar combat, and then oh right, it's on normal. Then Shin Megami Tensei is like hardcore Persona essentially. Which is probably going to end up making me play Persona, to be honest. I've had Persona 5 for like 4 years. Or I don't know how long the game's been out, but I got it the year it came out on Christmas, like cheap. And I forgot I owned it physically. Like, I picked up a controller the other day on a shelf, and I'm like, oh, there's Persona in plastic. I'm like, oh my god. Like the original game. I'm like, oh. And now it's like free on Plus. It's like on everything. And it's like, oh. And they have the Royal and all that stuff. I think Royal is on sale right now, or last week for like $19 or something crazy. I might end up just getting that. If it comes with a bunch of DLC and stuff, it might be worth getting. I don't know. But yeah, I've been enjoying it. I've been on my summer vacation. Yeah. Like, the Shin Megami one, it's all about, like, instead of personas, they're like demons, and you have to, like, fuse them, and it's really fun. And I have, like, this one character that's, like, she's, like, my forever demon. Like, she's, like, a water goddess, and, like, I keep using like level up items on her and all the stat boosters on her to keep her relevant. Normally you use characters for like 4 or 5 levels and then you like turn them into the next one and your party keeps changing, keeps adapting. But I made her like my forever demon. And then when you like fuse them, you get a perk later that like it lets your stats combine, like it combines the bonus stats that 2 characters have. Like, so like your progress, your experience and stuff, when you make a new demon, it combines them, redistributes their stats, and then it transcends into the next and the next. And since I focused all of my booster items onto this one character, basically everything she fuses into gets like a big fucking portion of stats, and then I'll resummon her, because you can do that at her current level, at like her current, and then I just keep using her as this conduit to fuse stuff. And now it's like infected everything, that when I summon something, it's like 8 levels higher because she's like a level 29 demon that I've brought with me. Like, she's the same level as me. She's gone up like 30 levels. Like, she's like 61. And it's just like, I make a new character, but they're like 25% stronger, like 7 levels higher than they're supposed. Oh man. Like, I love the way I'm playing it. It's fun. Like, it rewards you for like keeping the rhythm going. And this character, I think her name's Anahita. Yeah, Anahita, and she has the best ass in the game. And she has a unique attack where she just puts it right in the screen. She does this big water cannon attack, and she pushes, and it makes her just bend over. Oh my god, right in your face. Sometimes the camera angle is just like boom, and it just plump. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. I love it. Very good. Very good. So I've been really enjoying it. The game, I think, Shin Megami Tensei 5, it's only in the Switch. It was on sale like early July. It was $20 off, and that's usually as high as a Nintendo sale will go, because Nintendo believes that their games, that like their first-party games that they publish, or like their big major games, like their value will last the test of time. Like, they don't think games should go on sale. If they're worth that much at launch, they should be worth that much all the time. And that's why Nintendo games never go on sale. Like, Breath of the Wild, it doesn't matter if it's like 2030 or if it's 2024 or 2021, Breath of the Wild's still $80 game, you know? Mario Odyssey, it's still going to be the same game. It's not going to be like... There's not going to be like a direct sequel, better version of it, like as quick as possible, like some anime games and other games, like, oh, like, you know, like there's a 2K every year, there's a COD every year, the older ones go down in price and the newer ones are always really high. Nintendo stuff just never goes on sale. They got a lot of pride. I think I did all the runs. That's pretty good. Let me see here. Receive all. What did I get? Anyway. Ornamentation, I got a full restore. Let's go. That's going for Abyss right there. Drop boost for Abyss, absolutely. Full restore for Abyss. What's that for? Login? Maybe. Or maybe that was 30 runs. Hell, I don't know. I got 2 full restores. I got a droppy boost, a 10 energy restore, and a gotcha ticket. Right on. Oh yeah, Shikibu destroys. Absolutely. I was using her a lot. I put out a bunch of clips of just beating the bosses with like Shikibu and Shizuka and stuff. Yeah, when you get to use Shikibu, she's so fun. Absolutely. I agree with you. 100%. Like, when you get to use her, it's great. Hey, Lorak, you have 3... Wow. No. Because basically to know the conversion between junk and treasures, 3,500, you just take away a 0. You have 350 treasures, my friend. So you are 1/3 of the way done. So it's not an instant pickup, that is for sure. It is not an instant pickup. It is a 25 divided by 3. Yeah, so you save yourself, you're going to save yourself like 8 runs, basically. That's all good, Mimo. You need like 5,000. What? Well, if you wanted the mags, yeah. Like, if the mags are any good, like, that's where it's going to come down to, is like what the mag do, you know? But yeah, if you want the Oogie, it's going to be 1,000. So 1,000 is 25 hell runs. So 25 runs. You're going to do about 17. I think. Yeah, you're going to do about 17 runs with that much junk. Yeah, we went over this a lot in detail. Abyss PURG is weak to... He's really weak to Mountain. He's weak to Holy. Like, he's really weak to Flight and Mountain, but he's neutral to Holy, Wind, and Water, Pierce, and Flight, I think. So you can use... Like, he's really weak to Mountain, but you can use Wind, Holy, Water, Non-Element, Flight, Pierce. Like, all those work. He resists Slice, though. Yeah, we talked about all of them. Someone mentioned that Shiro might be weak to SL, but he should be okay. Like, Keiji's weak to SL as well. So, it's really just going to come down to how he does in practice. He's probably going to be a good asset. I think the best Vanguards for it, easily Honda, Toshi, Keiji, Shiro, Genbu with 5 scroll. Venus could be interesting because of Holy, Rain, buffing, healing. Those 6 really come to mind on what's going to be good or not. And then there is Summer, Akane, and Zunko. Yes. But we went over most of them. Tristan's even a good support. But yeah, I haven't heard anything about it being cancelled, Abyss being cancelled for us. I don't follow Steams too much. Use Kagia or Shiro. Yeah, you should be fine. We talked about Valkyrie. The problem with Valkyrie is the right typing. The problem with Valkyrie is that 90% of Valkyrie's moves are part ice. Like, all of her holy and pierce moves you want to use are either lightning ice or holy ice or some combination. Really, with Valkyrie, all you really have is like one of the stabby stab moves and Geigenstas. All you can realistically use with Valkyrie is Geigenstas. Unless Aurora is just so fucking powerful that it doesn't matter, but that move being holy and ice holds it back. It holds it back full-heartedly. Yeah, so basically against Abyss, you don't want to use fire, you don't want to use lightning, you don't want to use ice, and you don't want to use dark. If you stay away from those 4 elements and you use mountain, wind, water, pierce, and holy, you should be good. As long as you can use strong moves of those elements that are not polluted by the other 4, you should be fine. You should be fine. Flight and Oda also work really well. Lancelot as well. Lancelot is holy. Lancelot as well is a good pick. Lancelot's always been good against it. Lancelot and Oda, they were our original bad boys, bad girls. Our original badasses. That would do flight damage, holy, rain, and things like that. Crossfire, Bloodstained Rebellion. And then you have like Lancelot's holy and water and stuff. Yeah, like, it'd be cool if we had one like styled like that. Like, they could literally make Like if Honda was, if Lancelot was made today, Lancelot would work just like Honda, where like the floating swords on her back from the Awakening. Like if they did that, like this would be such a good idea. You're gonna get a PS5? Right on, my man, right on. Join the club. Congratulations. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. But yeah, that's a funny thought. It just the full inspiration just came to me right now that I want to talk about. So like, if Lancelot was made today and her awakening worked like Honda, if you look at Lancelot's awakening form, you have all the swords on your back. Imagine if instead of, if it was like Honda, where instead of it was like the guns firing, every time you attacked, like the floating swords would go and hit the enemy with non-element. Like that would be so cool. Like it'd be like Virgil, where you attack and all the floating swords attack. Like so, like Virgil, Byakuya, like something like that. There's someone in Genshin that does that. Shinsho is like that. Yellen is like that. If it worked like that and it was a non-element, or it was the actual element you turned into, that would be really cool. If Honda worked like that, like if Lancelot was made like Honda, like that would be so good. She would be like, she would go from like, you know, A minus A tier to like, hell yeah, let's go. Like if she worked like that. Like imagine doing like her big like /9 times attack, the assault attack, and then every time it just shot out like a bunch of swords that do like damage cap a tick, like 100 mil. Oh my god, like that's how it should work. Absolutely, that'd be great. Virgil Lancelot, like she's just sitting there. She's sitting there in a garden lawn chair, and she's just like, I'm feeling very motivated, and then it's just like, bam. That's how you make your King Arthur. Just make it Virgil. That's what you do. Ugh. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, you gotta. The thing about PS5s, it's not the money. Sometimes it is, but it's the availability, not the money for most of us. But alright, boys and girls, ladies and gents, I gotta get on out of here. That Wendy's ain't agreeing with me too much. And hopefully I'll see you guys Friday, Saturday this weekend, and we'll have a good time. We'll get some Ogies passed around. We'll look at the events. We'll do a stream looking at the Ogies, looking at the weapons, looking at the mags, really get a gist of the exchange shop, see what's in it. Because it has been a long time since Abyss has been here. We'll have a good time. So I'll see you guys later. Best of luck. Don't forget about the Sublimes. There's Dark Sublimes coming as well. I talked about it first stream, not so much this stream. Dark Sublimes. There's 4 different ones. Sword and Twin are paired. Spear and bow are the same. Wand and staff are the same. And axe and odachi are the same. So look forward to those. Their new Dark Sublimes going to be awesome. Based on Abyss, I'll catch you guys later. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, donate, do all that good YouTube stuff. Smash that like button, you know, leave a comment, you know, do what you gotta do. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. No, there's not really a video showcasing it. Kurenai, who usually does showcases, I guess they got their Ogi really quick, so they only got the sword and the spear Ogi. So there's not really much of a showcase for that. We'll find out about them Friday, don't you worry. People will get them. I'll be rolling for it.